Start, ladies and
And
gentlemen,
we're
start
live.
your engines. So, are you going to be beating Radical Racers V1, V7, V20 tonight?
No, um, I was going
You good?
to maybe work on the a career or two for Radical Racers X.1 because I wanted to make a career that uses all the Greek letter tracks that I made back in the day because it's kind of a shame that Omega has never been a playable track.
Everything's a playable track if you've got enough need for speed. I don't know how the saying goes. That how the
Pretty sure,
saying goes?
pretty sure it's not that.
Could be that. You don't know.
I'm
So
gonna
let's see. I'm
say,
trying to think.
I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah, we
say
already talked about this. Like we're actually going weekly again. So like nonsense. We already talked about Wish as a movie.
right. Yeah, we talked about that. Um, yeah, we're a little earlier tonight because we just do whatever we want whenever we want.
When my
And
life supports it, it's like awesome, man. I'm
yeah,
like, here's hoping,
and I
because I never jinx things, man, by being like,
yeah, right.
oh yeah, my schedule's opened up again. I can do more stuff. And that has never bitten me ever in the history of my life saying that sentence.
Wow, you're lucky.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, so tonight it's gonna be kind of a random set of things we're doing, right? Like just kind of
Yep. All
whatever
right.
we
So
feel
my
like.
docket
That's
is I actually did beat, so this is kind of cool. You got to, oh my God, why did I select that? You actually saw me. I actually beat Mario RPG. If you look, I'm level 30
okay.
across the board and 99 flowers. As a piece of advice, should you want to max out your flowers towards the end of the game, in Seaside Town, you can just buy 10 mushrooms and go to a guy that eats mushrooms, and like 1 out of 10 times, roughly, he gives you a flower.
Hmm.
That's nice.
What do the flowers do for you?
They're your magic, like, and it's a shared pot. So if I have 99 flower, um, if I have 99 flower, it means that I have 99 magic points to spend across the team.
Gotcha. Okay.
Eh,
Nice. So you beat the game. Do you recommend it? Like you're still playing it, so I guess.
of course. So actually, they did something cool. This happens in Final Fantasy X as well. This is a Square thing where after you beat the game, you wake up and Toad's like, "Wow, what a weird dream beating the game." And he's like, "You should go to this place." And you go there. And then when you go there, like Gino is like, "Oh, I saw a vision." And you go to Star Hill, and Star Hill's like, "Bosses you already beat are back." And so there are variants of all of the bosses you beat harder, and all of them are leveled up and then have like a trick. So I'm actually beating
Nice.
Punchinello right now, and the trick with Punchinello is his shield is super high now, and um he throws super bombs at you that like one shot you. Um, but I wonder if he's immune to jump. That could be useful. And then they also like they completely destroy you. But if you look, some are facing him. So if I can, no, okay, yeah. So some of the bombs face him. Ah,
Mhm.
oh my God. And if I can get him turned around, they'll go beat him up,
Gotcha.
which is nice.
So
Let's
when
see.
so when you beat it and you start over and it's like, oh, that was just a dream, but now then you go through it again. Do you start with like your powered up people, like it's a new
Yeah,
game plus? Okay.
you're fully leveled. Yeah,
But they're also stronger, the enemies.
yeah. Apparently, enemies being all powerful.
That's interesting. That makes it sound like a little bit of a combination of the two like first instances of doing that, at least that I'm aware of, because like in like New Game Plus, like that comes from Chrono Trigger, right, which was a SquareSoft game. That was the first one to do that, I believe. Um, where you start the game over and you have all your items and your power, and then you can just kind of blaze through the game really easy. But getting stronger, that's a Mario thing, right? Because the original Super Mario Brothers, when you beat it all the way, it loops back to the beginning, and all the enemies are like one like enemy stronger than they were the first time around.
Good
So like
God, this guy's powerful.
it's like the turtles turn into those beetles that you can't shoot fire at and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So this is a Chrono Trigger plus Mario combo.
Yeah, which makes sense, right? Because it's
Yeah, weird.
Square plus Nintendo. That's pretty cool.
Square Tendo.
Square Tendo.
See, is he weak to? Jeez, man, what is this? What do I got to do to kill this guy?
I'm gonna try something different tonight. I'm gonna log on to. I've got my new laptop, so I'm gonna use it to sign on to Twitch and see if I can monitor the chat from there. Oh, hey Zortanks.
No, that hurt. That hurt a
Let's see.
lot.
My name is. My password is.
Your name is what? Your name is Slicka Slicka Shim Shady.
Oh man, now it
Remember that?
wants.
Remember we were all singing that?
Yeah, I remember when we were all singing that.
You know, the thing about ice cream, you should try ice cream sometime.
You know, I almost bought some the other day.
It's good. You know, it's kind of weird. I was thinking about that. That's Rick and Morty, the
Okay.
the thing about ice cream thing. And I that was like kind of free free AI, right? If that makes any sense. Because like, nowadays we got like the deep fakes and stuff worried about, and that was just like they took like the voices in a video game and used it to make a silly scene.
I don't remember.
Thing about ice cream.
And your browser encountered an error while decoding the video, so I can't even watch my own stream. This must be another one of those like cool Linux things where normal things just don't work. But I can
Yep.
see the chat.
Chat saying you're the coolest.
I don't actually need to watch my own stream. All right.
So you didn't watch Loki, right?
I did not.
That's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
Yeah.
All right. So
Ah.
I've got my yeah, I should watch Loki. I've got my Radical Racers up. I made it a couple more changes. This is what I was gonna do. I wasn't gonna. There's no need to have like I don't know. Radical Racers probably been beaten to death, but I thought once in a while I'd like show some of the updates I made while I feel like working on it. I added a new. Well, I did a couple of things. One, I changed the name of the save games for X.1 so they should no longer collide with X.0 on my website.
Oh,
Um,
nice. That's
and
huge.
yeah, it's big, big stuff. Um, and I don't think this the careers should collide because everything in the original Radical Racers was like called up by file instead of like file discovery, so it should be whatever. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of faith in anything custom working on the web version just because I still haven't gone through and fixed all the casing issue I was talking about last time. But what I did do is I've finally added a better career selector screen, and you can be the judge on this is actually on. You can be the judge on if this is actually better or not because
Okay, let's take a look. I'll be I'll be looking at your screen.
because it looks kind of cool, but it's also a lot of letters on screen in this ridiculous font I made. So it's
But
probably
probably
still
not
pretty
good.
probably still pretty confusing.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you can see that there are other careers and can kind of scroll between them. But
Can we also discuss that Zortanks is correct? You do need to watch Loki.
yeah, that's what I was responding to the second time. I should. I got a lot of stuff to watch. I'm really behind. I'm behind
Well,
on my
keep going.
TV.
Keep going.
Still watching The Expanse. That's gotten pretty good.
Was that any good? You said you liked the original stories it was based on.
You're thinking of Foundation.
What's the difference?
What's what's the
Aren't they
same?
like the same? They're basically the same.
No, the Expanse is the one that's I don't know what the source material is. It's got something, but it's on Amazon Prime. Or at least Amazon Prime picked it up for like the last seasons.
Hmm.
Um, it took me a while to like really get into, but it is good. I like it. Yeah, we just lost Zora tanks on that Foundation Expanse comment. I don't blame him.
What? They're the same,
I
basically, right?
don't. That's it.
I
Now I
mean,
have
what
to
what is the
disconnect.
difference? Both like a movie, not a thing. You know, the way
Anyway,
things the
um,
way things are.
so I added something else, or I added a few different things. When you go to race now, I was already keeping track of this, but I wasn't displaying it. It now shows how much time you've spent on that track. So like the total race time of all the times you've tried it. So if you keep your trying to track, you can see how many hours you've spent on just one track trying to get past it. Um,
You're gonna get back on the track.
get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And whoops, I lost.
Oh, Caliban's War is the yeah. He was an X-Men.
I've got a
Caliban took
breakpoint.
away. He could detect mutant powers.
What? I got him.
I'm actually not making this up.
Caliban's War. Yeah, no, I didn't know that was what it was called.
Yeah. Yeah, the cool kids in the thing read X-Men, unlike you, Landon.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. No, autoplay is the worst. Okay.
Is this doing? I've got a. I've got breakpoints in here. No, I can't run. All right. Added this other really cool feature that I'm sure everybody's gonna love.
Okay, what do we got? Okay, I'm watching.
All right, ready?
You're going
See,
like
see if
two.
you, yeah, see if you can spot what happens. Whoa!
What was that?
I can zoom in and out now. Look how far in I can zoom.
Hmm.
I can
It's
play
like
like this.
pixel precision there.
Yeah, this is expert mode. This is hard.
So actually, this is what's funny. This is some of the stuff I want to work on because that was one the. So this it's funny. Originally, this started us looking at old projects, and then we've kind of hit the point of, um, like discussing some work. So like games you've made, of course, and then playing some games. And I actually kind of, I'm going to do you proud. I made a game. I did it too. Where I made Jeff and me pack battled and did what I wanted, and then Jeff actually did like a perfect demonstration
Oh
of
yeah.
what I wanted him to do, which was a kill. I wanted a kill, like I wanted the concept of the kill shot, and he was like, "Done." And I was like, "Well, I'm not glad that you killed me, but I am glad that you demonstrated what I wanted."
Yeah, I did watch that today, and that was pretty fun. That was pretty cool. Um,
Yeah, and
especially
that was like,
considering like yeah, that kill shot was
well, it's kind of funny
pretty
because
cool
like
to see. Like I didn't even know that was a thing, but
well, I had it as a concept, and then it like happened, and I was like, cool. The thing that I wanted to happen happened. I was like, that's good.
yeah,
Group
that
hug.
was pretty good.
Um,
Where's the best place to watch that? I watched it 'cause you had it as a reel on
you
your
watched it,
Instagram.
so here's the deal. This is what you are helping with. I want to kick this bomb in the head,
Wow.
which I did. I want to probably should have healed her actually, but that works too. I want to put that on YouTube, and I want to edit it,
Hmm.
and so that is the plan, is to put that on YouTube and edit it. So right now it is on Instagram, but I'm probably going to take that off
Okay.
in the near future.
Your description of that video on Instagram is also temp,
Yes.
which is
So,
not
wonder
super
what that
descriptive.
means. Wonder what that means.
It may
It's
be
I wonder if
accurate,
there
but not for you.
if I wonder if there's a word that means this is only going to be here for a short period of time, and you shouldn't expect it to stay here.
I don't know, but I was expecting some kind of weather report.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Keep killing Mario.
Anyway, for anyone watching, you did just watch me cheat all the way to the end because I wanted to show why I put the zoom in, why I put the zoom in. That's all I have to say.
You put the zoom
In
in
the yeah, in the
Zoom.
room a doom a doom.
What?
Isn't that like Grease? Like I don't remember the song, but it kind of goes on, well, goes on about that. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. I, I
All
I guess that's true.
right. So I guess.
That's in a movie.
So back to the Zoom. Um, did you want to see? I've shown the Omega track a little bit before on stream, right?
Like the super long one, right?
Yeah. So the reason I put Zoom in here is because it's literally 4 lines of code, and also I've never seen um, Omega in its entirety because it's too big for anything I've ever tried to display it with before. Because I'll go ahead and bring it up here. Like when you go to race, this is what it looks like in the race preview. And it extends pretty far off the edges of the screen.
I'm not seeing your update, but I'll look in a second.
All right, I'll give it a second. Can anyone in Sword Tanks or either? Can you see all the green squiggly lines?
I don't see nothing. Mine's cool. Oh, there we go. Holy cow. It's like the worst Metroid level ever designed.
I know, right?
That's
Um,
awesome. You should be proud.
I am a little bit proud, but it's kind of funny. So then you start, and here's what it looks like when it starts. It's not liking something. What is my computer doing?
It's dying at the awesomeness of that level.
It might be dying at the
Like,
awesomeness.
what can I do with this awesome level? Nothing.
It is running bad,
It's a nice
which
racetrack. It'd be a shame if anything happened to it.
I've never seen Godot have frame rate issues even with this, so I think there's something else going on. I don't know if OBS is taking all of my CPU. Is that possible? That does not sound likely.
Could be.
I'm only at 30%, 25% CPU, so that's not the issue. Um, unless it capturing the window does something weird.
Hmm. Where are the other races? I see like
Oh, they left. They went on. They're
they went on
racing.
without you.
Yeah. So I can zoom out, and it's still really hard to see. Hang on. I'm gonna turn no clip on. Oh, whoops, now you can actually see the editor. Why does it grab this one, I
You're
wonder?
gonna do you're gonna do a clip on. So I think the end of the race will be a bye.
Hmm,
Come on,
tired
count
this
it.
much.
Count it.
Alright,
You know you want to.
alright, fine.
Yeah.
Alright, let me... Where do I set
Hey, by the
collision
way,
detection?
unlike other racers, I beat my boss.
Wow,
You know,
no way.
and then I'm gonna get
You're gonna what?
so. But this guy Punchinillo is gonna give me. He's gonna level up my weapon for Bowser. Now I have a Wonder Chomp.
No wonder, Chomp.
Af- After all, it's a Wonder Chomp. That song goes to remember.
Okay, now it's
What it's
really
based
easy.
on? It's
Whoops.
based on. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just getting no pointers because I'm driving through the track and it's trying to... Now, should I
Just
put...
just put an ampersand in front of it, and it'll try it. And if it's not there, it'll cast. It'll exit gracefully. You're fine.
Really? Is that Godot syntax?
I mean, I don't know. Try it.
Well, I don't know either. All right. So if oh, that's because the AI drove through the track and is trying to figure out what direction it's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me fix that. This is worth putting in code to let the AI drive just way off the track.
I do like that. Yeah, basically, I'm playing a video game, and you're like coding and talking to yourself. Feels very
Yeah,
college.
this
It
is
feels very college like.
right. Okay.
Okay, did you fix the null pointer exception?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Did you put a PCI bus on the bridge to prevent the SCSI interface from overflowing?
Oh, how did you know? You've done this
Because
before.
otherwise, they're going to do a DDoS attack on your LAN router.
All right. So I can drive off the track now, which means I can get closer to the middle of the track, and we can see. This is zoomed out pretty far. Looks like I'm going really slow, but I'm actually going 213 miles per hour.
200 to 13 miles an hour, so you're decelerating.
No, 213. All right.
So that
So,
would be 200 plus 30. What? You're spinning out, dude. Why are you spinning out? Holy cow.
all right, there it is. You can see in the
By the way,
bottom left where I got lazy. Is that
the
go ahead?
Wonder Chomp is pretty impressive. It's like does like a weird like I don't know, like teleporty thing.
Nice. But yeah,
But what do you
so
mean you got lazy? Tell us about this laze.
well, you can see like the square that this takes up is the bounds that I set when I first made Radical Racers on how big a track could be.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, that's really excessive because there's no reason to have a track this big. But so I was like filling it up and kind of going around, and then in the total bottom left, I just don't have any track at all because it was. I don't even know how. I don't remember how long it took me to make this, but it took forever.
By the way, when did you get a handmade phone? Don't you mean handmade Zortanks in the chat is asking about your handmade phone. Don't you mean handmade computer? 'Cause you got like a special computer, right?
Uh, Not that special. It's a framework.
It's like handmade.
It's not handmade.
It's made by hand. It's made of hands.
Yes. But
Anyway,
anyway, this is what Omega looks like. What happens when I do this? Oh, that looks awesome. I don't know how it looks on stream if it just takes up That's cool. I'm gonna print this out and put it on my wall.
Have
Anyway,
you Mario? There's Nest Maps is a really cool thing, and I actually bought like the Legend of Zelda 2 one. But they have like some of those, and they have like the Metroid one. It's a cool place.
sorry, what are you talking about?
It's a site called Nest Maps,
Oh,
NESMAPS, and it has like the maps of like the games, including like
nice.
Castlevania. And you can get printouts, and like the Metroid ones are giant, of course. So those are
That would
cool.
that would be cool.
It already is. They exist.
That would be cool to have.
Okay,
Um,
so I guess I'm just gonna do snow attacks and punch him in the head.
Also, these
That's a good
maps
plan.
look ridiculous zoomed out just because I've only got two, three off tiles if you count the regular grass, but I've got like this little hill and this rock, and they just like it's just the same ones repeated forever. I wonder where my friends went. How far along on the track are they?
Oh, wait. I don't want to be mean. By friends, do you mean AI computer cars?
Yes.
Nothing sad about that at all. No judgments are being made here. I'm just talking aloud.
They wouldn't have made it down here. I don't see them. Where did they go? Oh, you know what? They don't have collision detection either. They probably like went off the track and got lost and just kept going in one direction. They're probably
So,
who knows where they are.
so do you think Gukesh is going to catch up with the niche?
Yes.
How dare you?
I mean, no.
I mean, why do you gotta hate Indian chess players?
I mean, there's a chance.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, let me fix the collision detection. Enough of that zaniness.
Forget if I've already got the bright card. If you find which ball is in the hand enough times, he gives you a card. But I think I might already have it. Special items. I don't have it. I guess I forgot to save. That's a bummer.
I guess you did. Um, no, I never bought a new sleeve or backpack for my laptop. I don't think I need one.
But how will you carry it around?
Well, I'll just have it balanced in one hand while I type on it in the other, because as a computer guy, I must always be computing, so I would never put it away.
So a friend of mine asked me this, so I've done zero research, but I'm really curious what your opinions are. You were saying they read that like some people think quantum computing will be here in like 6 to 10 years.
Quantum computing, like, I don't know that much about it. Like, you keep hearing, like, there are working quantum computers out there that are good at solving certain types of problems, but I don't exactly know what that means or like what they're doing with it. Like, what's a qubit? Am I right? Right?
Uh, I don't know actually. Probably a unit of something based on the name.
Yeah. That's what they're. Hang on, do I have? I do. I've got my laptop. I can look stuff up.
What's in your other hand the whole time?
Qubit. Qubit is a quantum computing in quantum computing a quantum bit.
Allow me. A qubit, short for a quantum bit, is the basic unit of information in quantum computing and counterpart to the bit. Binary digit in classical computing. Man, I know stuff.
Wow. But
Don't
see
you
that
wish you knew stuff like me, Zortex?
well, you see what I said was actually really funny though because there's this old I think it was Bill Cosby stand-up sketch. Yeah, I know. But he was talking about like Noah talking to or getting instructions from God to build a an ark like 80 cubits long and he's like, "Right. What's a qubit? Anyway, that's a joke. Just for me, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
They're both qubits. And I don't know what either of them are. Nobody does.
So Zortanks apparently is making up classes that you have to take in college, or I'm just that out of date.
Wait, you didn't take
I don't even know.
Shannon Information Theory 101?
Well, like
The
we
local
talking like
gossip, the
are we
gossip
talking like
girl.
Shannon Elizabeth,
I don't
Shannon
know.
Doherty? You know, she
Uh,
was in that show and then like no one liked her, so she got replaced.
really? An average
So are
open
you
both
implying that
state
other
zero
countries
one.
probably like teach stuff that they don't teach here, that our education system might be flawed? How dare you be accurate with your assessment of things?
What, I thought the Department of Education controlled the whole world.
It's the Department of World. Ah, come on.
I don't have any electrical engineers.
Actually, strictly speaking, the class we met in was essentially like a faux electrical engineering class. It was like computer architecture where we did like state diagrams and stuff.
Which class was it?
You and I. It was what's it called? The guy who got fired in our department for being loud and should have been fired way earlier than he was.
For being
Uh,
loud?
he was mean and rude.
Yeah,
Yelled.
okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, what's his name? Let's name him on here.
You want to name and shame this guy from 20 years ago?
Yes, I do. um,
His van
yeah,
seems to
we had
run
a
good.
professor, Van Halbert, and
That sounds right.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, yeah. I think that was 270 or something, right? Oh yeah. So here was the fun story about that class. So the first day of class, he asks us a question about a sword, like bubble sword or whatever,
Hmm.
and then like no one in the class answers. And he at the end he's so fucking smug. See, this is what I'm trying to shame him on the show. He's like, "Congratulations, you all just failed your intro interview at Lockheed Martin." Lockheed Martin is a defense place that was really close to CSU, so it was a common
Yeah.
place for internships and stuff. So a topical reference, I'll give him that, albeit a jerk one. And then somebody raised their hands like, "Excuse me, the CS department allows people to take CS 200 and CS 270 in conjunction. So a lot of us haven't had that class. So none of us know what you're talking about." And also now with the hindsight of years in industry, I'd be like, also the love of technical interviews to use like computational efficiency of solved algorithms is really silly unless you're in a specific niche of computing, and over reliance on it, I think, allows a lot of shortcomings in other areas of computer science to come through.
Yeah. Yeah, I just checked. I don't have any CS270 projects anymore, so I can't verify what that class was.
Well, I mean, that was like state that, like basically like electrical engineering, like state diagrams and stuff. Did you see what just happened? Jeez,
What?
I just died. He just like killed me with the train.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just saw that now.
I don't know
That's
how, but okay.
it's pretty rough, just running someone over with a train. Yeah, I thought the class that had like finite state machines and that kind of thing, I thought we took that with
That was what's his face?
McConnell, right?
Hmm.
Ross McConnell, who we liked because
Is
he's awesome.
that was he was weird, not in a bad way, in that he got like the department chair didn't like him.
Oh yeah.
So like I was in a meeting once where they like okay, this is really weird. There I was invited to a meeting um for like curriculum building. And I thought it was going to be a bunch of TAs and a bunch of teachers. And I was half right. It was a bunch of teachers and just me as the TA. So I'm like the only TA in this room full of teachers. And as we have discussed on this show, podcast, whatever you want to call it,
Hmm.
um, I was not a great student. Like, um, so it was definitely a little amusing to have like a weaker student. I'd had all the teachers, so that was there was that. But it was definitely funny to be like the weaker student to be like, well, here are my thoughts on the curriculum. But yeah, basically, the guy you're talking about and and the department chair just were like kind of like sparring back and forth in the meeting, and it was very awkward. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the internal politics of that was. Like he was a brilliant dude though. Like he was smart.
mm.
He was always really nice too. So I don't really. How could you not like him?
Do you want another funny story? I'm going to keep hogging the mic, but this one's a good one, and I think I've told this on air before. Um, but uh, I was in his class, and I didn't show up to class a lot, 'cause that's me. And I had failed. I got a D on a midterm in his class once, and which isn't great. And so I show up to the final. I want to stress this is the final.
Hmm.
By the name, that is the last test you can take in the class.
Right. Right.
It's almost like it is the final.
Yeah. It's.
Oh my God, I'm about to die. Oh well. It's almost like it's the final test. Okay, so anyway, I show up and he's got a bunch of my homeworks and also midterm that I had never picked up. So he
Even the
hands me.
midterm.
I was not a good student at all. I just don't know what to tell you. So he hands me back my midterm, and on the midterm there was an instruction that said, "Do not, don't write on the back of the like, only write on the front page."
Hmm.
Which I did not listen to. So I wrote answers on the back, and I went, "Hey,
The
look,
back, the
I know it's
side,
like."
all over the place.
I was like, listen, I know it was my bad, but I actually answered problem number 5 on the back and I got 0 points for it. But like, I actually answered it. Um, so like, can you grade it? And he was like, oh yeah. He's like, actually, he's like, yeah, your answer is right. Yeah, you get full points for that. He's like, yeah, and that'll bring your grade up on this midterm to a B. Uh,
Nice.
yeah. So that was
That's
college for
pretty
me.
funny. That's that does sound right. That sounds like you.
Yep.
All right. So what I'm doing now is it looks
Okay,
like
what do we got?
I'm working on this last career, right? Where or this Greek career, which looks like I've already put the items in. I didn't have money for half the races, and so I haven't play tested it all. It's all just kind of guessing. So let me go ahead and save it and let's try it. I'm gonna try going through Greek.
Let's do it.
Landon Greek GT. Okay. All right. I didn't set
So
up a
what?
bunch of cool stuff for him to say, which is a shame. All right. As we know, the Super Cat is the best starting engine, as you can tell from the graph on the bottom right. Um, it's a V6. Looks like it's probably carbureted.
So explain to me, how did you set? What all did you set up, and how does it work?
Um, In what context?
So you just did some stuff in the editor.
Oh yeah, so I just did the career editor. So I set up a new series with all the Greek tracks. This is something I started a while ago. I didn't do all that right now. Like so I added all the tracks alpha through omega, and I added prizes along the way and new shop items and money.
Okay, so let me ask you this question because it kind of relates. Did you have any so did you build any new tracks or are you just using the existing tracks you had?
These are all old tracks. I did not build any new track for this. Um, but you did remind me of something I do want to do is I want to add the new cars I made. Um,
So what I am going to do here,
shop items. There's only the wolf too for some reason. Let's see if these show up. Let's see, Mercy should be in here. Mercy, good.
holy
Um,
cow.
and this isn't a great editor. Like it's infinitely better than the original Radical Racers editor, which sometimes didn't even have a UI. You just had to know what buttons to push. But in this one, you still have to have some idea. Like there's not enough information about the things you're adding. Like even I haven't memorized the items well enough to like know which engines or what class, for example, or what cars can take which engines. And I've got like notes on those, which I did update that spreadsheet that I had all the cars and the engines they take. I did add the weight and price to those, um, just because.
Very nice.
And I did go through all the cars actually, and after I got my car editor working, and update a bunch of them because a lot of them were never showed up in the shop. So like the computer could drive them, but like they never showed up for the player. And so they had some kind of default stats, and they were all like $50,000 for no reason. So I kind of changed that. Also, you're probably not gonna like this, but I also changed the tank, so there's no super slow tank anymore. We'll just save that for Radical Racers X.0. X.1 doesn't have that
Why you gotta hate the tank? Don't
because
hate the tank,
it
hate
was
the.
ridiculous. Um, all right, so is I'm gonna add that other car here. Um, Save, and then the Vertex GT I think should be here. I mean Vertex R, Vertex GT. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where would the Zisa be? Maybe here? I don't know. I'm gonna add it here. Save. All right. I believe that's all the cars. All right. Now I'm ready. I'm gonna start. All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna buy this Super Cat. And so the
Why
way I have this
super
set,
dog?
there's no Super Dog. All right.
Why not?
Because there's only Super Super Cat, Super Cheetah, and Super
Super that well
Dragon.
it's not it's Mighty Mouse, right?
Mighty Mouse.
Super Cat, Mighty
There's
Mouse.
there's Underdog.
But that doesn't mean strong.
Hmm.
Glad you're here for this.
um. Anyway, I don't have. I need to get it set up so I can like share images quickly and easily.
Well, I mean you can on OBS pretty easily, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have like a scene set up to quickly transition to that. I don't think. Oh well, that's not important. All right. So this is Alpha to Omega, one lap each, because I thought that'd be a cool theme because the tracks get super duper long.
Hmm.
Oh, there was a super dog.
Where? Oh, well, like crypto.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
crypto.
I actually have some comics with crypto.
I'm not familiar with crypto.
He's a super dog.
Oh, so he would like actually be in the Superman universe.
Well, they updated Superboy to say that Superboy wasn't canon, was just stories that Martha Kent made up. But in those stories, Crypto was the dog.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, let me get a racing beverage,
Landon
and then I
Green
will.
GT. Are you gonna get some green tea?
I don't have any green tea.
Or not?
I've got some. I don't know what kind of tea. I can't read it. It's all in Chinese.
Is it water tea? He showed up on Rick and Morty this week.
No, it's. Maybe I don't know. It's a cold water tea, but I haven't tried it yet. I
Hmm.
keep forgetting it's over there. All right, getting a little racing drink,
Okay.
and I don't expect to go through all of this tonight. This is play testing, kind of
I do. That
whatever.
is what is expected.
All
I
right,
put the money on in Vegas.
here it is, Alpha.
Don't don't let me
Getting
down.
started with super slow cars.
Huh. Did I just vanish on you? That's kind of weird. Oh no.
No. Oh no, this isn't going good so far. I can't get around these guys. I was seriously gonna change like the collision detection too, to make it more like X.0, because you don't get pushed around that much. But there were a few things I was gonna change still. But for now, I'm just playing with the career because that might be more fun. Got something new in the garage, new in the shop. I can't afford it already. What did I get in the garage? All right, I got some better tires. See, so now if I go back to alpha again, it shows how long I've spent on that track, which is 21 seconds, 21.37 seconds.
So what you should do is you should just go add that to VX0. Then
The
it's
time,
perfect.
the times.
But I think VX0 is like really good. I still think the balance in that game is works shockingly well.
I appreciate that, and I'm a little surprised it worked out that way. Like I don't know if I'm
Surprised that the
feeling it.
game you spent a bunch of time on is good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a
Um.
very. You just failed the intro question at Lockheed Martin or whatever.
Oh no. Um. I did interview at Lockheed Martin. Um.
Okay, you want to hear my? I actually want to hear your story, but you want to mine real quick?
Yeah.
I got locked out of my email for using too much space, and as a result, missed the email that said I would have gotten an interview with Lockheed Martin. Anyway,
That's that sucks. That
proceed. Nah,
also
I mean,
that also
it
kind of
worked
sounds like
out.
you.
Like I
Like
don't.
yeah.
Well, I was kind of annoyed.
Sounds
I
like
mean, I don't know if you.
college you. Like that doesn't sound like
I
you
don't know
now.
if.
But
Well, not. I mean, well, by then I was more responsible. But like, I don't know if you recall, like the college email system and even like hard drive and stuff just
oh yeah,
was woefully terrible.
yeah, I do remember
Yep.
that. Yeah, I don't know. I think Lockheed was my first professional interview, and they were one of these companies that took like a group of college kids and like took them onto campus. And the campus I interviewed at was what was it called? Dearborn, which is a very impressive campus, which is part of the reason they take people there because it looks really cool. And it was actually featured in one of the James Bond films. That's how cool this place is. But
Hmm.
I don't don't remember which
Which
James
James
Bond.
Bond?
I don't
All
remember.
right, well, I'm gonna look this up.
All right, let's see if that's even what it's called. James Bond, Dearborn,
No, you're going faster than me.
Lockheed.
Tomorrow Never Dies. Maybe.
Um, I don't know. It's getting me like Lockheed airplanes.
Huh.
List of James Bond locations. Um,
All right.
uh, these are like in-universe locations, I think, so that's not very useful. Colorado.
Yeah, remember
What was it?
Dearborn
Deer?
College in Colorado?
Or was it Deer Creek? It was Deer. Deer something?
Mm-hmm.
I.
And this was a good thing to stop your fun race
Yeah,
team game that we're learning about.
alright, I give
I
up.
think,
I
I
don't
mean,
know what it is.
personally,
I
I
don't
think
know
like
what it
watching
is.
you Google James Bond trivia is certainly more exciting than watching you on your super fast racing
Man.
game with cool zoom.
Oh man, I still can't afford my cool new car. Alright. Um,
You probably can, don't you have the cheat thing or whatever?
look, I'm doing this to see if I'm testing out the career, making sure it works. I can't cheat.
Yeah, because no one ever cheats in their career in racing.
How could you? How could I possibly? Oh, the birds are here. Did you see them? Let's see if I can get back to them.
I'll see. Well, we'll wait because well, you don't need to do anything because I'm in the past, so I'm going to see in the future real quick.
Wow, they might be gone by
I
the time
did
I get over
not, but
here.
I saw like some clouds that kind of look like a bird.
The birds are pretty rare. I think they're gone. Maybe. Oh, there they are. I'm gonna stop and look at them. That's how far ahead I am. Awesome. Awesome birds.
How are you so far ahead?
I don't know. They were just slow this time. As the shop guide tells you, you don't always race against the same group of people.
Hmm.
If you're lucky, you'll get some group of slow guys.
Sometimes you race slow people. Sometimes you race people that aren't as fast.
Hmm. So here's the question: do I upgrade my engine, or do I just keep going until the new engines are out? See how far I can go
Well,
without upgrading.
in general, I would say in this game, the strategy I tended to use was like don't upgrade until it looks like you need to because you made a punitive upgrade system. It was like, man, how am I tired? It's only Monday.
Aren't you always tired on
But yeah, you
Mondays?
made a punitive
Oh, I'm not gonna win.
updates.
No, I lost. I lost. There's only one lap. You only have one chance to get in front of them. All right, I'm gonna upgrade my engine from 235 to 255 horsepower. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get around this first corner without getting pushed around too much. Oh man.
Then,
Oh man.
Goombas,
It's
would you
gonna be
jump me
close.
already?
Oh crap. Oh no, this guy snuck in. Well, I passed. All right, new engines are in the shop.
I don't want to sound mean. How did he pass you? Like, it's not one part of this game you block people out.
Yeah,
Were you
well,
too zoomed in?
no, no. These are the smart racers though. These are the smart. They're good. They're really good racers. I wonder if I should have even bought this car I'm driving. Because this isn't a very long series, right? It's only 24 races or something.
Shouldn't it be 26?
I don't know how many letters are in the Greek alphabet.
I don't know. I didn't make a game with one race for every one of them. Why would I know?
I did this a long time ago. All right, I don't know.
Like how long ago? Like a day?
Like a month? I don't know.
All right.
All right, now we got 270 horsepower. Probably spent too much money on upgrades already. Because I'm
When you're
definitely gonna
testing,
need.
right?
I definitely need these tires. I'm gonna buy the tires. I'm gonna buy the suspension, dudes. I'll need them eventually. All right. I should be in pretty good shape now for Epsilon 2.
Are there two epsilons in the Greek alphabet?
Look, you're the expert.
I'm not.
Oh.
We've already established this.
No, there isn't. But these first tracks I made with the original track editor, and so like alpha, beta, like without the two, don't have any directional information on them, so the AI doesn't know how to drive around them. So then I went back and instead of just overriding alpha with the new data, I was like, well, I better keep alpha around, and I'll just make alpha 2 as a totally new track. So that's what I did.
That tracks.
Indeed. All right. First place easy. Moving right along. We're on
Let's see.
Zeta.
Let's see. What do you mean easy? I'm watching you in the past. That green car is giving you a run, and I'll give you your easy. I will concede you are correct.
All right. You know, this
I'm
Supercat
glad you.
engine is pretty good. I'm gonna keep running with it. Oh yeah, Zeta is like super comb, if you remember comb from the first game. Why is it this crazy? I don't know. What was I thinking with any of these tracks? It's a lot less exciting without all the music and obnoxious engine sound.
It's true. Wasn't gonna say nothing, but it's true.
Wow.
Dance if we want to.
New stuff in the garage already. New shop items. What did I win? Probably suspension. Okay. So we have the tanks are in the garage. I'm in the shop.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, I think I have all the cars available for purchase in this series. Guess I'll buy the tires. I know I'll need them. Including all the wolves. Yes, I don't normally be wolves, but it's a name, so can't go around changing it. All right.
Why not?
All right. This is gonna be a little trickier because now I'm going against C-class cars. I'm still a D-class car. Oh yeah, they're all faster than me.
Hmm.
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 Interesting if true.
Yep.
So let's talk this. Like, explain this pack breaking thing. Like, what are you hoping to do with it? Like, what are you looking for?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna beat this bunt cake boss who is the super bunt cake. And then, yeah, this is like an upgraded one. The trick on this one, by the way, none of these are that hard. Like as a game in general, um, Super Mario RPG is not that difficult.
Hmm.
And what? Oh my God. But the second go round, like each of the bosses does have like a trick. And this one's trick apparently is that you want to keep his co-conspirators asleep and then just beat up the cake. So remember that.
Okay.
So the premise, because you saw it, of the show for the pack breaking is just two people open packs of cards across from each other, and I kind of treated it like a boxing thing, which is how I think I want to do it long term as well. Namely, each person each person opens a pack. Whoever has the better pack kind of like wins the round,
Hmm.
and whoever wins the most rounds wins the game. With the caveat that there is such a thing as a kill shot, meaning if you got a good enough card, you could prevent the other person from winning, even if they won more rounds. So what I'm looking to do though is edit it, and one thing that I'm looking for is just kind of a video game template. So I don't know how much speed running you watch, um, but
Enough.
where like people that speed run, they'll have the video of the speed run kind of up top, and then they will have or yeah, they'll have like the video of like the game up top, and then they will have kind of like a progress meter on the side
Hmm.
that shows kind of what's going on. And
Right.
that's kind of what I want to build is something that would allow me to just show the thing sequentially. And one thing I can already do, your little Zoom thing is very similar actually. Using the script, I can already make it so I can zoom in or out of one of the given scenes at a given part. And I can add a template. I can add like imagery, almost like Twitch around it.
Hmm.
And so that's kind of what I'm looking for is like a template of things I can add around it to make it look better as it's going. And kind of some of it would almost be scoreboard but it's fine. I can manually fill it in as long as I get like the graphics and the template up, etc.
Makes sense.
And I'll open the software in a second, and I think it shouldn't be that hard to get a scene up in OBS when I do that. All right, how goes the career mode?
Well, I'm trying to get some more money on previous tracks, which I downgraded my car just by like removing my.
Taking the wheels off or something?
Yeah, which makes it really hard to drive because now it's pretty fast but has like no traction at all. So I'm still gonna have a hard time beating these races. But get a little bit of money anyway. It's a D class. Okay, now I can put my tires back on, and I should be able to pretty be easier to get my money on this one. And this is a lot of money here, so
How much money?
like over $6,000.
My God, that's so much money. No.
New best lap. I like to
What is
see.
it? What'd you do it in?
Um, 16 seconds, something.
Not bad. It's pretty fast.
It is pretty funny how short most of these tracks actually are. Like even the long ones, Omega notwithstanding, like when you're talking, yeah, 10 to 30 seconds for a lap. Like I'm not sure there's any tracks like that in real life.
Why not? You should make it. Let's make that racetrack together.
I mean, there's like smaller oval tracks and things that are that short, but then the entire race taking like 40 seconds. All the fans are like, I paid $300 for this.
And you're like, yeah, deal.
And be like, you did, in fact.
Oh, did I tell you that? We did the family and I a few weeks ago, we did a race, a 2 miler, like just a walk, but
Yeah.
it was done at a local racetrack. So that was kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
So I've raced on a racetrack.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Have you? I mean, I know you have, but anyway.
I've never walked around a racetrack.
All right, so let's do a time check. How long are you gonna? How many more races are you gonna do on Creme? Debating if I want to do one more boss or start messing around with the thing and asking your opinion.
I'm not really very far. I'm only right now. I'm
So
trying to
there are 24 letters in the Greek alphabet allegedly.
allegedly, and I'm on Ada. Eda, Eda. I don't know how to
Ed,
pronounce this.
edible
Edible.
could be.
And hmm, let's see what. Let's see. My car can take a D class engine. But already I've got B class engines showing up in the shop, which is interesting because none of the cars for sale are compatible with B class engines. So I really need to like fix that. But I think there's going to be more B class engines. I think there's not just these two. So I think I can ignore those for now. I will want a car that can take at least a C class. And let me do this race and see what happens. See if I can win $10,000.
Oh my gosh, could you even do with that much money?
I don't know. Can't even imagine. Buy like a whole car.
Go for the work pants and
Or a car in the
drink
Radical
stuff.
Racers universe doesn't have an engine, tires, or suspension. Yeah, these guys are still quite a bit faster than me. No. Alright. Alright. I need... What can I afford?
I don't know.
I can afford one of these higher level wolves. Which I don't think were available in the original game.
Higher level what?
Like the Wolf 4 and the Wolf 6.
I do not recall that. Yeah.
The Wolf that can take the C-class engines. Let's see, how much does the C-class engine cost? There's the Hypercat, which is 10,000. Hmm. Ooh, I do not have enough money. Welp. Let's get this yellow one. And then remove it. Alright, Hypercat. I mean Supercat. I'm believing in you. I'm spending all my money. You're my only chance.
Good thing you're talking to cars.
It's important. They gotta know what you're thinking.
Password is pearls. By the way, in Super Mario RPG, if you don't know, password is pearls.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Pearls. Good.
I mean, I wouldn't have, but now that you said it, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember
Oh yeah, interesting.
that. Alright, I may be in trouble here. Let me try this again.
Were there any other strategies you could have done that you did not that you think would have made better?
Well, as the shop guide tells you don't always race against the same group of people. I'm trying to get pushed around a little bit more, which is a little harder in this one, just because they do try to drive around you. But you can still do
Are
it.
there any way for you to know in the race, like quickly? I did remember that in the first one, like you were able to tell quickly if they were going to be able to beat you, and then like in later races, you could just do like a fast restart.
Yeah, that's still in it. If you exit within 10 seconds, then it's like you never started.
Let me ask you a question: does that include for is that inclusive for rewards?
Yeah,
Like if you quit in 10 seconds, you still have a chance of winning the reward. That's actually useful to know. I wish I'd have known that.
yeah, you do.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, because it just like straight up exits back to the home screen without like letting the game know that the race happened. That makes sense. Doesn't go through any of the post race stuff.
Hmm. Good to know, man. I'm tired. I don't know what's going on. I blame you and your lack of coffee.
Hey, I had coffee.
Well, why don't you share some?
Uh, guess you want to come get it.
Oh, I'll come get some. I don't know.
I can mail you a cup of coffee. See how that goes.
Dude, you should.
All right, this isn't working. I clearly. All right, I need to back to
So
the
does the
drawing
game
board.
need to be buffed, or do you need to just change your strategy for early game?
Nah, I don't. You're not getting enough money, and I have some of the wrong parts. Let me bring up
Yeah,
my.
that's what we've been saying on the forum about the game. There's been a lot of complaints about Radical Racers V2.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, bring up my cool chart. So let me go ahead and bring up my cool chart.
What chart? I'm
Um,
watching what you're doing. This is interesting.
yeah,
No joke.
it'll take a second here. Or how should I best handle this? You know, we're all friends here. If there's any, no, I'm not gonna do that. We're not all friends here. Or are we?
Okay, sorry. I don't know.
Maybe we are. I'm just gonna share.
Well, you can control how much you share, dude.
Yeah, and that's what I'm making sure I'm able to do. I'm gonna share this. It will be this.
I forget what that thing was called, like something of glory, chariots of fire or something, but the da na na na
Yeah,
na na.
Chariots of Fire.
I don't know why that's the only like techno out of place song that worked in the 80s. Like I don't know if you remember Legend or Lady Hawk, but they both had like really weird synth soundtracks that went along with them.
Did they? I don't think I saw
Yep.
them.
Well, it might be on a future season of Nerd. Who knows? Do you want a spoiler just for this one? Because we know it, but there's not enough of an audience on this for me to worry about getting ruined.
Wow, did you hear that, audience?
No, you can prove me wrong, but then if the audience is that big, I'm still going to consider it a win. We're going to watch Dutch for this month's episode.
Hmm, nice. I've not seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I zoom in with Obsidian? Um, doesn't look like it. It's probably not readable anyway. Um, engines. All right, so here's my engine chart.
Okay, I like your chart.
Thanks. I like making charts. But this has all the different brands and the engines they make and what classes they are with all the cool graphics I drew. MIDI doesn't even know what you're spoiling. And Zortank's disconnected. That was big. That was big.
Yep. It's what we'll be podcasting on next. Oh man, how do I suck so bad?
If you tell
I
us,
need
is
to
that
learn
another
when.
spoiler or
Well, technically, I'm gonna.
that was pretty funny. That was
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna start making. You keep talking on your thing. I'm gonna make a screen to share. Thing.
okay.
Okay.
So yeah, what you're looking at here, I don't remember if I've shared this before, but this is just all the engines. I put together a little graphic just so I could visually see what the engines look like. These are all engines that I made back when I first made Radical Racers back in college. I drew all the graphics recently, though, or most of the graphics. Some of them I started with that I'd started drawing back then, but they were never included in the game. Um, the thing is, so like I just finished making the Radical toolbox, right? And I just finished like the car compiler, the car editor, and I've got like the career editor, which I'm working on now, or working with now. Um, the engine compiler is lost to time, which I think I mentioned before. So these are the engines that were made back in the day, and they're the only engines that will ever exist for any Radical Racers ever.
Really?
Because sure, why not? That's um, well until I make Radical Racers 2 and I start over from scratch. Because there's some weird algorithm I had implemented that you entered the class of the engine and how much horsepower it has at each upgrade, and it calculated how much that engine should cost. The idea was mostly me just having fun, but also trying to keep the engines kind of competitive and balanced. It didn't really work that well, but I don't have the code for that anymore, so I can't
Huh.
recreate it. I think I do still have the executable though, actually, so I could keep making engines now that I think about it.
Sounds like the worst idea ever.
Yeah, there's quite a few engines here, right? This is enough, probably.
All right. So let me ask, did that all actually, geez, I didn't do that good, but whatever. I should have stopped sharing or something, but maybe. Or maybe it did stop sharing.
Um,
Oh nope, I'm in the past. That's everything. There's nothing bad on the screen anyway. Okay.
so back to the career editor. That graphic is what I'm going to look at now for deciding where these engines should go. All right. Shop items, we first go to class D. It should have all the D class engines, which are just the HAL and the HAL 260, little turbo four-cylinder, which I'm pointing with my mouse, but I'm no longer sharing that image, so that doesn't help anybody. And the HTPE, which is, of course, Hypertech Performance Engine. Um,
A likely story.
it's true that's why the shop guy makes a comment on tracks that are named like HTRW something because those tracks are made by Hypertech and they're Hypertech Raceway. But that's never explained in the game. Like nobody knows that but me and now you guys. But I don't know why I did that.
You're a
I, I,
fool.
I had a lot of like secrets that only I knew and that I left in the game just because I like secrets in games, but I also never put away for anybody to figure it out. I mean, kinda from what the shop guy says, I guess. You could probably
Hmm.
guess. But
Indeed.
all right, so those are the B class, then we get to C, and all right, I've only got the
Also,
H.
Zortank's apologies for not responding earlier. I was getting my screens and stuff set up.
Oh, I'm sorry, that previous engine was HTSE4, which is a Hypertech Sport engine. The later ones are the performance engines. I think I'll have to contact
Only we
my
knew someone that
representative at
knew.
Hypertech. All right. So HTSE 5 for C-Class should also have whatever the second cat engine is. Engine.
Stoper for the dog engine, sir.
Supercat, Hypercat. And I've mistakenly had the Hypercat nowhere, I guess. There's also a really weird bug that I haven't tracked down why it happens, but if... Oh, I had the Hypercat way back here for some reason. When the D-Class engines... They shouldn't be here. That's... None of these engines should be here. What's going on? Or should they? They show up a day early. And then the Trixie 19... What? What am I doing? What do you start with? You start with... It starts with the E-Class engines. And then...
Yo, that's cool to know. So I
Says
can
you
hop
are
back.
the host show. The show host.
I am the show. I am the host show. That is my name. Don't wear it out. I turned off my switch, and then when I did that, it reset my monitor, which disconnected from stuff.
I see.
So should I give the thing to the guy? Maybe. Sounds like a plan. I missed that the Sword Tanks talked about Super Dog. Sorry about that. I Chat was not keeping up with me. This is very frustrating.
Oh,
I
really?
was missing good stuff. I missed the conversation about Super Dog. I'm in the past. And I'm in the future.
Really?
All right.
I thought you saw his comment. I thought that's why you were.
Well, you repeated it, and I thought you were saying it.
Oh no, I got that from Sword Tank. Sorry. Yeah, I thought you saw that.
No,
I
which
should make.
doesn't help that I was also joking about like quantum stuff. I was joking about not seeing that Zortank saw it, even though clearly I saw. It's confusing, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
this
know,
is
man.
too confusing. Too confusing for us. Um, and I'm very confused at what I was doing with my career here. Um,
Oh,
all right, so
you're
we go to the C class races. I guess you'd have the C class engines. Okay, I think it does. Right? What did I do for the D class? D should have those two. C should have these two. Wait, no. Hypercat shouldn't be here. Should be here, I guess. We'll go to B. B class engines. See, if I want to make this easier on myself, this editor would just, I'd be able to just say add all B class engines, or I wouldn't have to have like reference material, but like I said, it looks pretty neat, but there's a lot of features that if I were actually like trying to make a whole bunch of careers for some reason, I would have to change because this is pretty tedious.
TDS.
I need to have
Okay.
the shop guy say cool stuff too.
All right.
So B class engines, we have the
So you can see
Super
what my
Cheetah.
default YouTube shows up by the way. Ooh.
That is correct.
Wonder which one he did. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna spoil this for myself really quick.
Okay. A class.
Oh, that's a lame. That is a lame one. All right. Anyway. Okay. So
4 engines.
Super
That's
Mario
fine.
speedrun.
S. Howl. The two Howls. For some reason there are two Howls that are the same class.
I'm sorry, I can't let you do that.
Right?
The joke.
Magnicat. Ultra Alright. Looks like most of the rest of these are right. So I think. Alright, so I need. So what happened? I had B class engines show up before. Like way before any B class raises. And before any cars that could have B class. But I think I fixed that. Alright, but I do need more money. I need to.
I mean, how easy is it to make just like a hardness level? Because like you could easily do that, right? How much money the races are worth?
Um. That would take some thinking. I don't know. Like, in theory, it shouldn't be that hard. Not if I wanted the difficulty just be like a multiplier of the money. But yeah, I'd have to think about that.
Zortanks in the chat says scroll all the way up for the original. I don't know. Oh, like the original stuff that was said. Yeah, all right. You know. I like this race. This is super long.
So
Doesn't really look like an A.
let's start with a solid $20,000.
Sold.
Will that be enough?
I don't know.
If they can afford. Um, it might be. Let's find out. All right, no more messing around this time.
All right. Don't mess
Landon
around.
Greek GT. The Greek. Buy the Super Cat. And we go racing.
Okay. So you're just going to start over with more money at the beginning? Is that all you're changing?
And I adjusted where the engines show up so that they should be in the shop at the
I
same
would have
time
them
as the
show up in the
cars.
cars, but that's just me.
The engines show up in the cars? That's crazy talk. Who buys a car with an engine?
All right. By the way, if you have 2 seconds, how about after, let's see you win this race.
Which I
Looking
did.
good. Although,
Yeah,
who taught you how to corner? It's almost like your car doesn't have wheels on it yet that get traction.
it's
Should
true.
buy some wheels with traction. Oh, come
Some
on, you're killing
wheels
me here.
wheels with tires on them, maybe.
That should be better at uh at racing. I do like that. I do
Ooh.
like the wolf logo. That is pretty cool.
Oh, the Silva?
Yeah, it's like, or is it
Yeah,
Silva, like the one that kind of looks like a wolf? I don't know. It was just a cool logo. I just saw it go by.
I guess I'm
Okay,
not sure which one
so
you're
let's
talking about,
take
but
a brief break. If you go look at my stream,
yes.
this is okay. So the software I use for editing is Descript, and this is kind of cool, like what you were doing with the Zoom.
Hmm.
Something Descript allows is you can just add a scene. So this is the original. This is what you saw. And so like if I click play, and this might even start playing on the thing because I do have this screen captured. This is the video that was on Instagram. And it's gonna actually it's now that you've watched it, I'm probably gonna take it down. Yeah, that's my voice. So anyway, but so I could, go through it like a normal video. What you can
Hmm.
do is you can add a scene, and the reason that's cool is you can see the zoom there is doing. Let me just turn off the volume because we don't want to hear me twice. How do I turn off the sound in this sucker? Click there. Just turn it off for now. Okay. So this is cool. If you watch over here, that's what's playing. That's the original scene. And Jeff and I basically were both on Instagram. But then now, come on. I hope I'm still here.
Yes,
Did you lose me?
you
Okay,
are still
thank
here. Yeah.
goodness. Phew. All right. So anyway, but as you can see, what I was able to do is you add a scene and then this one zooms in. And then I add another scene. And sorry if my voice keeps popping up because I've got it on everything. And
No,
then it comes back out
I can't
here.
hear it at all.
Okay, good. Although, are you listening to my stream?
I'm no, your stream's on mute. For,
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is it's possible it's coming through.
mm.
So, see if I can show this transition. Hopefully it works like it's supposed to. Right. So like here's Jeff opening his, right?
Mm.
And that's man his first pack. He gets a numbered of 200. That wasn't fair. That was like pack number 1.
Right.
I could have, I think, if I'd gotten my of 75, I could have matched it. I could have won 3 out of 6. And then would you stop talking, Jeff? Just want to do audio. Just um nothing against you, Jeff. Okay, but if you watch, and I could have sped this up. That's another cool thing you can do with the script is you can do super fast. So behind the curtain when I edit, and then you can see now, boom, it changed the zoom to mine. So I have that ability, right? Basically, I have one feed that I can do sequential, but then um, as it goes, okay, so we said round 1 goes to Jeffrey. I'm going to put another scene there. And then what I'm going to do here is crop. Done. Crop. The original right. Done. Crop. That's right. Done. Over here. So yeah, so you can see basically out of the box, it supports me basically being able to take the same feed and just change the zoom on the feed
Mm-hmm.
each time. But now what I could do, and this I haven't really done, but like the lamest, Dre, Jeff, is you can see this is kind of like what I would want, right? Like, and watch, this is the cool thing. I'm going to put it up to 3x speed, which is how I would edit it. That's the peek behind the curtain. I listed on 3x speed.
That's
So
pretty
Dre's
fast.
over there, boom, boom, boom. And then it's Jeff's turn, and then boom, text changes. So as you could see, I have the ability. This is just, and I don't know, can I add yeah, I guess I can add just like, um, no, I don't want that. Um, weird. Oh no.
So now that you've done this and you've got like the speedrun thing up there, like for displaying like a pack, what what do you think would be ideal for how that should look like with like the layout? Like if you did have like the full screen for like one, like would you want it
So
like
yeah,
them all like
I would.
because how many cards are there? Like is it always gonna be like five or
Okay, so here's the thing. I do want it just this view is perfect. Like what me and Jeff have here is already fine.
okay?
Where basically the camera is just zoomed in on one of us opening cards, goes in front of the screen. What I could do, as you could see, is like as an example, on Jeff's last card that he opens, this winning card, I can get a screenshot of that. And then what I kind of would probably want is, while my turn is going on, I would probably want the card I want to match somewhere there, right? Like card to match.
Hmm.
Then if you look over on my thing, I've got just like an example speed run where he's got like the levels and the times to match. I've noticed this. We could literally just have a round 1, round 2, round 3
Hmm.
on the side, and as each one progressed, we just mark who wins it. And then so then at the end we can just then maximize that graphic and say Jeff wins,
Yeah.
for it.
Okay.
And so the question that comes to you, because you kind of did this already, where you made some very simple templates for our thing, and that have even and then have also done like some computer graphics for like video games, is if I wanted to just make a simple template, because all it needs to be is like an image with, I don't know if transparency works, that I'm gonna have to look up, but I think I can either add, if I can either add transparency or I could fake it, right? Like if it was like piecemeal,
Hmm.
like I could have a picture that came across the top, along the side, along the bottom. You
Yeah.
know how you can see I have control.
Hopefully it
That
could
should
have transparency because that would
on this.
make some things nicer. Like in the image you have, for example, with the
I
speed
could
run,
add
it's
that.
fine because it's
I
all
could
just a
add that out.
square. But
I could add that outside of Descript. I know for sure. Like I have other software, but the ideal world, right, is I would love to do this in one editor. That just like as you can see, like even this, even just bare bones text is fine, right? Because I can just have the text. Then what I would want is an image maybe that shows the card to match, something that shows the score up over here, or potentially, I could also do just, I don't know, I'm curious your opinion from like a design perspective. Like, we analyze Castlevania and real
hmm.
estate and stuff, is should you have a real time thing that's showing you the entire match, how the match is going, or should you just have a periodic update and give most of the real estate to the cards?
um, probably most of the real estate should be for the cards. Like your this the speed run layout is pretty nice, I think.
But see,
Um,
even that, right? So take a look, right? I can give most of the screen right here. Let's see how that looks. And some of that'll vary. Yeah, that's most of the screen to the card if you look where it is now. Because the black, you know, the square is where the card is. The black is where anything else can go. You can see I could give easily half the screen, possibly even more. That looks like two-thirds of the screen to the card.
yeah.
Yeah. And so the simple question, and like I said, some of this might not even be you. Some of this might just be looking up, but I figured I'd ping you, or this was a good forum to discuss it, because this ironically was the original purpose of this podcast, or whatever you want to call it, right?
Hmm.
Is like game thinking or whatever, is like, okay, I even think on various things. I think like I think Canva or whatever, if you sign up, gives you like free templates and stuff. You can just design a template there potentially. That, like, they have like Twitch overlays that are templates. And I could do something similar here.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to think of like the basic template. I want one that's not too complicated, so easy to put together. And then I can add simple stuff. And like one thing I was curious about from like a video game perspective is best way to show like what you're competing with. Because like I said, I could literally just do as just a proof of concept. Do that. That is actually
Hmm.
drive. Um,
And this is all showing up probably pretty small, like
well,
on stream through stream, but hopefully
yeah, well,
you can get
you're
the
you're
idea.
seeing the editor, but like
Hmm.
this is like a full this right here in the. I mean, heck, can I do? I can do that. Like it would look something more like that. This will probably look better, right? Like this will look kind of like
Hmm.
what it would look like as a YouTube video.
Right. Yeah, like most of it should go to the cards, right? I mean, that just makes
So what do you
sense
think
when
about the
doing it
amount
like
I've
that.
got there? It's a little over half of the screen is the card, and then the right can show information. The other thing, like I said, is you can have it to match, right? Like you could have a card.
Right.
Let's see, file, edit. Do I just insert a? Can I insert a file? Text, shape. How do I enter? I want to just add. Sorry, let me see. There's got to be an easy way. Background, X. I should be able to add just an image. I gotta imagine. I just haven't looked it up, which is ticking me off that I don't know. File, insert file. I don't know. No, add a file.
So I guess like this part is one of the things I was kind of wondering about when you were talking, like, because as you open up the cards, and like it is like the pack versus
Oh, there
pack.
we
So
go.
so you
Cool. Look
wanna,
at this.
yeah.
So cool. This is like what I was talking about. This isn't a great example, right? So, right, this is like pretend hypothetically that Jeff just went, not me.
Hmm.
This is the card to match. I think we're actually saying the same thing, which is as I'm opening it, I want in here card to beat. So as this is playing, here's the cards he's opening, right?
Hmm.
We can have to the right here to beat, right? Like you got to beat this Yoda.
Okay. Um. So with that in mind, I guess like when you open up a pack, is it your highest card that's competing against the other pack's highest card, or is it the whole pack versus the whole pack?
So that is an interesting question, and this is still very nebulous. But what I would say I'll make sure to do with Jeff, because we did have this scenario. Typically, it would be your highest card, because you and I are used to say like the Magic Star Wars CCG land, right? Of
Hmm.
you have like one rare card per pack or one special card per
Right.
pack.
Yeah.
We did have a case, and Jeff is even showing it here, where there was nothing really special in the pack. Maybe the Vader is the rare, but the pack as a whole was good. But so basically, what it should be is when you are done with the pack, you should do, and you're doing a great job, Jeff, showing exactly what I want here. Lay out what you think you are putting up as your challenge, right? So you get done with the pack and you basically say, "Hey, I got this one of one Yoda. That's my tribute."
Hmm.
That's on screen, and then I can capture that, right? That's not hard to capture, and then put up in. I'm almost thinking like remember Tetris? There's like the next square, the next piece, that kind of thing. So it's basically like the template I'm almost looking at is like live stream of whoever's opening cards with some fancy thing around them that shows, name and whatever.
Hmm.
Possibly something that shows a running who's winning by how much. Like I said, the speed run I've got on the left really does kind of show it.
Hmm.
And then a little square that's like, here's what needs to be matched.
Okay. Yeah. That makes
Crush me.
sense then.
That's not cool. Jeez. His best three were an of 50, an of 200, and a one of one. And mine, I got an of 60 and an of 75.
I mean that Yoda sketch there, that must have paid for the box, right? Like that's got to be
Maybe
worth.
because it's hard to know because it's a concept art by an artist, and it's not like it's not the same as if hypothetically a well-known Lucas Arts artist had done it. This is just an artist that does concept art. It's a one of one, and if that artist ever goes on to do like become a big name because he is
Hmm.
younger,
Okay.
that could be huge. So,
Okay.
and I think Jeff said it was an $80 box. So I do got to imagine that a one of one auto card, just like that, has the potential to be worth so much.
Yeah, I would think so because when I was watching this, I was curious, so I kind of looked up, these Star Wars sketch cards, and it does depend on like what they are, I guess, because there was a range, but they were expensive, right? Like they're worth.
Star
They're.
Wars. It's was it Mike Dalzell?
I didn't look up the artist. I was just kind of like randomly looking up like what other sketch cards there were,
Dalzell. It is Dalzell.
and I mean I've
Sketch.
got a lot of Magic cards, and I don't have anything that's worth as much as that. I don't think.
So yeah, some of these vary. Mike's got a Chewbacca one that's got 2 days left on it. Currently got a $20 bid on it.
Okay.
But for instance, there are some like Lindsay Grayling has a Baby Yoda one. Some others are 50. It varies based on the artist.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, yeah. That was I actually think I've got most of like I could make something bare bones myself. but didn't know if you had any like the only not only sorry, I don't want to sound demeaning at all. The input feedback I would be curious about is like what you would think of a template, what you would put where, and it doesn't obviously even need to be on stream. Like this could be like a whiteboard or something. But I'd just be
Sure,
curious
yeah.
your opinion of a layout that you think would work well. And basically, like I said, what I'm probably planning on doing is flip back and forth between whoever's live, something that shows whose turn it is, something that shows what they're challenging against, and something that shows who's winning by how much.
Yeah. And now that you mention it, maybe not this time. We can try setting it up maybe next time if you haven't, or just for future design things we might be doing. Because, like you said, like game design and just this kind of talk is one of the things we like to do and kind of what we started with. We should have a whiteboard that we can just kind of both draw on. And
There is, yeah, there are a lot of like shared whiteboard things. So I could easily have just like copied this drawing here, right?
yeah, I mean, even Zoom has like the annotations where we can draw on just.
Wait, what? It does? Let's take a look. Let's end the night testing that, and then maybe one or two more races out of you, and that'll be good. That'll be an hour and a half,
Yeah,
2 hours,
like
about 2 hours, right? That'll be good.
yeah, that'd be fine. Like if
Okay,
you share your screen.
holy cow! Wait, hold up. New, collaborating. Next,
Yeah,
next.
see, do you see
Done.
my cursor?
Uh, Curse at you. So 1 second. So watch, and give me 1 second, and I can actually share that. So
Because I'm.
can I add? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Aha. All right. Okay, so give me 1 second before you do anything, because I'm going to put this on OBS.
Okay.
Um, maybe actually,
Let me know if you need me to pause your sharing for a second.
maybe. Zoom plus Mac,
You know what? I'll just do that anyway.
Zoom 2, better. Window capture. Is it just Zoom? Oh, that's boring. Zoom meeting. Yeah, all right. Let's do that. That's me at the top. Talk this. Thought it was control down. Could be wrong.
Alt. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I think it is Alt. Maybe.
For resizing the capture window, like the crop.
Why, why isn't it? Ah. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. All right. You have to see my face. Okay. Bam. So we got a shared thing, and so if I was like, all right, I could do thing here, arrow there. Beautiful. All right. That is perfect.
Um,
Yeah.
can I?
Yeah. Do whatever you want. Now it's there.
Um, where? How do I do anything?
There's a little toolbar on the left, right, with like cursor, select, pen, shape, line, text, sticky note, comment, frame, templates.
That is what I expect to see, but
I
I
can
do
see your
not.
cursor, but don't you see?
I don't see the little toolbox. Where might it be? Comment panel,
I do
no.
not know.
Presentation, no. View. I
We
may.
are.
You may need to give me some kind of permissions,
Uh,
because all I can do is like scroll around.
it says everyone who has access, including people. Page 1 of 1. More captions, notes, whiteboards. Oh, who can stare? Okay. All participants. That do anything for you?
No.
Okay, well, we might have to just try. Like, it's obviously not exciting, but like, how do we do the thing?
Yeah, I know this is a kind of a
Board,
experimental.
board history lock.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
not,
fine.
I mean, I think you're able to do it. I just don't see your screen.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, because like I
Don't.
know like at work we use this, and I can, and yeah, I've got like little tools that I can
Let's do chat.
set, unless it Zoom is being weird and it like put them in some place I
Zoom,
can't find.
whiteboard, participant, can't see tools. Update Zoom. Let's see. The host can adjust participant by clicking on the participant's name and do allow whiteboard. So let's give that a try. This might be it. It is exciting. I mean,
Yeah, this is.
the rough and tumble world of, let's see,
I mean, this could be the beginning of, you know,
more,
Dre and Landon
out,
draw stuff stream.
remove, make host. I make you the host. Okay. Do you have power now?
Not that I can see.
I think this is on you. Like, do you not see?
Collaboration options. All participants.
Why don't you start a board and see what happens?
Okay. How do I do that?
I don't know.
Whiteboard share. Do you see this?
Hmm.
Do you see me drawing?
Yep. Now, I don't have the ability. Last time I had the ability to add text, which I do not have now, or add a image.
Yeah, it looks
But
like
I,
this is maybe a little bit different thing than what you were sharing. I don't know how. Like this is just a whiteboard.
all right. West screen. Yeah, I mean, I see the annotation. All right. That was a nice proof of concept.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah. Ah, no, no. Oh my God. Did you lose me? I'm still here.
No, you're still
Thank
here.
gosh. All right.
Landon is cool.
London is cool. Remember we visited there?
This is
London is a cool
no, this
place.
isn't.
Cool place to
No.
visit. Sure do like London. London?
No,
I
this
don't know.
is an A.
All right. That is definitely an A. You are right there. Oh yeah, but anyway, I mean, you can even just say top ahead before we end this segment, like if you had any opinions on template setup or whatever. But beyond that, actually, even just like, I guess it's called rubber ducking, right? Where you kind of just like work on something next to someone, and you kind of talk aloud,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, "You've been helpful," and the person like, "Okay,
Yeah, and that's kind of what I expected this stream tonight to be like, because we were gonna talk this, which glad we had to a little bit, and I was just gonna kind of work on balancing out that new career, which I didn't work a whole lot on, but it's been fun anyway. I like where this is going. Um,
okay." By the way, no, no, no. Look, let's look at the different cars. Can you look at the different cars for me? I want to see. Um, I want to see the logo I thought was really cool. It's not the Silva logo. That's okay.
is it? This one.
One sec. Sorry, I'm gonna refresh your stream. Yeah, that's cool. The Merce that logo, whatever that is, like the trident or something.
Thanks.
That
That's Crone.
what?
Crone.
Crone. All
K
right.
R O N E. It's hang on. I can show something kind of cool actually.
You already are. You already
Oh, thanks. Um, let me find. I wish I could make Obsidian bigger, but anyway, here's my little list of all the car manufacturers, their logos, and the cars that they make. And I did like almost all of this in like one night. I'm like, I need car logos. So I came up with all these brands and drew a bunch of logos. I was like, what would car companies be called?
are. And now
Which
I'm
was
like, hey, I'm like, make a template. I don't know how do you do that. Like, you've given yourself away. Vulcan's not half bad.
thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out, to be honest. Um, the Rivet is the only car that this company makes.
Yeah.
So
Why
let's
would
get
you
science,
improve upon perfection?
right?
I didn't realize that was the yeah, I guess I, not to be mean, hadn't paid too much attention to the manufacturers of the cars. So it wasn't like, oh, what other cars do they make? I was just like, what's the best car?
Yeah, which makes sense because I don't even like say the name of the companies in the game. Like you have to, you can only see them in the car editor and this document here. And in fact, the car editor is wrong because I've got it saved as Utopia. Whoops. Um, but I thought a funnier name was Utopio.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I'll give it to you.
But yeah, that was fun. That was fun making all these car logos, making up car companies, which I didn't think about. It's funny because like the engines all have like companies from the get-go, but the cars never did.
Hmm. Hmm.
But anyway, but anyway,
All right. Well, we have hit that's I would possibly be normally up for more, but for every reason I am tired. And this was I don't know, I'm shocked we actually did like development.
yeah, we made progress on stuff. This is good. I'm all
I'll
for
keep you
like just dev style streams like this. Like we can mix it up or whatever. Like this is it's fun having just hanging out, talking
down the street.
creative stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see on templates for a Descript because if they're transparent, I can even use like Twitch style templates. And then what makes that useful to what you were saying is then you could use it for live. Like if we do a live OBS, you
Hmm.
could just plug in the different components or just basically plug it in as you're going. That is very doable. I like it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Here's one game developer question to end on, by the way. In your opinion, because there is a initial person who opens and then there's a challenger, right? Like I'm challenging whatever Jeff just opened.
Hmm.
What should be in there in between rounds when the round resets, in your opinion? Should it just be the best card we've seen so far or something else?
Um, that's a good question. I mean, maybe the best card seen so far because that's also like well, not that's not necessarily a knockout card, right? Like a knockout card is something like
Yeah.
really special, like that Yoda.
Yeah.
Right? Am I right in my understanding? Or,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, best card so far would be good. Um,
I'll take it.
yeah. Unless you
All right,
wanted to
sir.
like more highlight the rounds and winnings so
I,
far.
I I'm gonna be curious to see on like if I can get a speed run thing up because even that's not hard. I can just do that straight text, which still isn't bad.
Hmm.
And then there are like animations and things you can do, but I'm not even worried about that at the moment to just
Right.
add it.
That's Q2 stuff. We got to worry about Q1.
Yeah, Q1 is, well, I mean, the other thing that's nice about anything is like if I can get just the wireframe and the content in said wireframes, then if there are people that can do it better, like you that can, do drawing and stuff, and other people that can do animation, they can add it, right? Like what you don't want to do is like try too hard and not get anything there. It's like, but if you just put like for anything, like on a web page, if you have just text, text is so easy to replace with, a JavaScript, a React component, or a JavaScript library or something. It's like you
Hmm.
just got to actually get the data to the page, and then once it's there, sky's the limit.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm
Cool.
going to head out. I'll talk
Sounds
with you
good.
more. And yeah, I'll be excited to see next week if you can actually make it further in the race with more monies.
Yeah, I'll probably work on that a little more now and
Yes.
throughout the rest of the week. Actually, probably won't be able to stream next week. I know we're just like, talking about getting some momentum. Um, but one of our friends is coming to visit New York, so
Ooh. If you want to, not on the stream, but offline, I'm going to bug you about that.
yeah, for sure.
And then what I was going to say is then the week after I'll probably be able to, and then the week after that will be like Christmas week travel. So I imagine I would
Hmm.
not be shocked if like this month might even just be a wash. But yeah, if there's time around next week or whatever, I'm down. And then
Yeah.
yeah, and then after that'll be
June.
January. They both start with J.
Be like, all right, see you guys in
Last
six
story
months.
about myself. I have confused March and May in logistics with friends multiple times and missed things as a result. So I'm like, I'll be in town in March. Or I'm like, I'll be in town in May. And then I show up in March. And they're like, well, I'm not around in March.
Nice.
All right. I stop the scream. Scream. I
All
stop
right.
the stream.
I
I
will
will
stop
talk to you.
mine here as well. If anyone's still here, thanks for hanging out, and see you probably not next week, but
Well,
whenever
definitely
it
not next
is
week
we
unless
do
you're a
this.
liar.
It could be a
See,
random day next week. I don't know. Maybe,
yeah, we'll see.
maybe our friend will join us. That'd be crazy.
Ooh,
I don't
interesting.
know.
That is definitely on the table, but it's your call. So anyway.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Have a good night.
See ya.